Well, hey everybody, Hellcrix here, and we got something new in the house. My son bought this, and it was over. I think it was at Barnes and Noble. He picked this up. Barnes and Noble does have a bunch of this, the Battletech stuff on the shelves now. So he brought this by. We had our game yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, look what I got!" And I was like, "Oh, cool." So got it out and showing it off here. It's the Children of Karinsky Return, Wayward Childs, angry little ones throwing a tantrum. They want their inner sphere back to one that they abandoned, and they're doing it in a violent way. So there you go. All right, so the BattleTech Invasion box from Catalyst Games. Kind of cool. It's got some stuff in it. Let's just do a little quick unboxing if I can get this thing open. There we go. Basic lid. Throw it to the side. There was dice in this bag. He took them. He was using them in yesterday's game. So, all right. So we have inside. We have the BattleTech Bonds of Battle by Blaine Lee Bordeaux. It's basically, I think it's just a short story. Yeah, it's just a short story. Quick and simple. I think those of us that did the Battletech Kickstarter, I think we got this in PDF form. And inside you'll have, they're talking about the Summoner, the Thor, Kintaro, and Grasshopper. Mostly very, very honorable Grasshopper. Not much. An elemental on the back. Alright, then there's some cards. These are your Alpha Strike cards here. We get the Executioner, Nova Prime, Timberwolf, Adler. Let's see. Oh, there we go. The Grendel or the Mongrel Prime. I don't have any experience with the Grendel. Not at all. So if you're into Alpha Strike, I've played it a few times. I'm still a big fan of the tabletop since it's a fairly easy game to play. And then you get the cards. I think these are the different these are pilot cards or something like that. And get some more cards. I'm not exactly sure what these cards are for. I have to look at them. Right here is where the dice go. No dice. A pair of white dice, that's all it is. You've seen what dice look like. Nothing exciting. Dice is dice. Alright, inside you have 5 mechs. You get the Grendel, which I don't think I've ever used a Grendel before. Or a mongrel, however they want to call it. And then multiple names of these things. But it's kind of a nice little bit itty bitty mech. But I have 0 experience. I don't think I might have fought against one and blew one up a time or two, but I've never run one, so I have like 0 experience with that one. Which is kind of interesting, is like why they would put it in the starter box set when you got more iconic ones to throw in here, like the Timberwolf right here. This is a nice little one. I should have got out another Timberwolf, one of my other ones, metal ones, and put them side by side to show you what they look like. Maybe I'll do that for the end screen. Executioner, big old 95 tonner. Personally, I think the Executioner probably should be dropped down to a 3.5 mover, but yeah, what do I know? Kind of a nice mech though. Got some firepower. The Nova. I like the Blackhawk. A lot of times I would take one of these and when we're doing our own loadout, is still keep the like 5 ER medium lasers on one arm and then put an ER large laser on the other, and then a couple more heat sinks to toss into the mix with the difference in tonnage. And then we got the Puma Adler. I like the remake. They've done a nice job of redesigning this one. I do say the redesign on this is a lot better than the actual metal one. Not necessarily always say that, but I think they did a better job of this one. Doesn't look as goofy. And then you get 2 sets of elementals that come in the box. I could see individuals cutting these apart and magnetize them so they can magnetize them. I could see if you had the time and effort, you wanted to put some small magnets on these, drill out some of your mechs and put little magnets on the back side here, and then you could take your elementals and magnetize some of them on the back and some on the front. Then you're looking like you're a battle taxi going into war, which the clans did. All right. So, there, pull out the guts. All right. Insert. All right, now we have the Clan Invasion Primer. Inside, basically giving you a little bit of information about the whole background. Who's who are the combatants, there's the Inner Sphere players, and then 3052, what it looks like after the fact. You can see these guys got a big chunk bit out by the different occupying clans. They came in with their superior forces. But it's like in any battle, you can have superior equipment, but sometimes you get ground down by numbers. This is the next clan I'll probably be working on, is Clan Ghost Bear. I already have a bunch of Clan Wolf, so I'm going to add some Clan Ghost Bear to my mix with my clan mechs I get in my Kickstarter. That's primarily a Clan Wolf guy for many decades. But, you know, it's time for a change, a little difference in what I have for my forces. And here's, they give you all the different code names or words that that goes with the clans. You know, they have a new language, new things after what, 300, almost 300 years. Well, it is about 300 years. They were gone. They come back and basically they don't speak the same quiet language. Totally different culture. Culture of warfare. Test tube babies, that's basically what they are. Alright, so we got that. And then we got the Clan Invasion Rulebook. Pretty simple, straightforward rulebook. Takes a lot of the simplistic stuff that you find out of the Total Warfare book and just throws it in here. So you can play the game without adding a whole bunch of rules to it. You know, simple, straightforward, not a lot of excitement going on. Clan weapons. Inner Sphere weapons. Mass tables, streak launchers, targeting computers. Elementals, basic rules for elementals. Basically how to construct. The clans have Omnimex, which is simple. You got tonnage, and then you can take that tonnage to put in the clan weapons you want in your mech or equipment. Inner Sphere is not so easy. It's kind of a straightforward. You have your different versions, and it takes tearing a mech completely apart and rebuilding it to be able to change it out to how you want to do it. If you want to get rid of some equipment. Clans is plug and play. Force building, clan organization. So you can see there's not a lot. You got some scenarios. Some cool looking Clan Wolf, tiger striped, which is interesting. You have wolves with, and then they got tiger stripe. I think it'd be more mulatto style splotch. You know, if you look at a wolf, Terran wolf, they got more of a different color pattern. And we got some Jade Falcons. I've painted a lot of Jade Falcons over the days, but I'm just not big into Jade Falcons. Alright, there's that. Now, you get a pair of maps. 2 maps, sheets. Simple hex. If you want to play it as a board game, use the hexes. Real simple. One side and the other. One's a desert style dried out area, and the other one's more of a green lush area. You get 2 of the same type of maps. So if you want to play as a board game, you got the hex maps and stuff like that. And if you want to play as a miniature game, like I do, I play miniature Battletech. Use terrain like I do. And if you see on my battle reports, it's typically doing that. Some people can't wrap their head around the fact that, yes, you can play Battletech as a miniature game. And it's really easy. Alright, here we got the... let's fold this back for a second. Battletech Innersphere 3025. So, you have all this nice glossy looking map. So if you want to turn it into a poster, you can. And just flatten it out, put it in poster form, and there you go. And then you flip it over. You have Innersphere 3052. So it shows everything. Terra. It's like, should be Earth right there. Somewhere now. Right in the center. And then you have all the capitals, the little big dots are capitals, etc. Yeah, it's a big open area. With the advent of the jump ships and stuff, you're getting around and you can visit. So, you get a nice map. Now, you get some Battletech Mech Sheets, which is cool. Here you have the Puma Adder Prime Mech Sheet for the old 35 tonner. Here's the A version. So you get the Prime and Alpha version. Here you got the Grendel Mongrel, the 45 tonner. Not bad. It's got some nice weapons on board. Can do the job. It's a 711-7, so it's pretty fast. And it does have some decent firepower. And here's the Alpha version, if you want to turn it into a missile boat. Then you have the Blackhawk Prime running around with 12 ER medium lasers. Do not fire them all at once because you'll overheat. Be slamming your fist down on your console saying, let's restart, come on, you can do it. Then you have the Blackhawk Nova Prime Alpha. There's the Alpha version. This is you got a couple anti-missile systems, a medium pulse laser, 2 ER PPCs. With not capability to reduce all that heat. So if it runs, this guy pumps up to 4 heat right off the bat by firing his 2 weapons. So it probably would have been better off, like I said before, the Alpha version, if you had an ERPPC and a large pulse laser, that would actually be a nice little combo. And you wouldn't have to worry about his heat being an issue. Because then it could jump and it'd still heat up, but it wouldn't be like melting the pilot. And we have the infamous Timberwolf or Mad Cat, the 75 tonner, which is iconic, what you see on the front. There's the Timberwolf. It's iconic. It's been on them since the get-go when it comes to clans. And it's not bad. And then you have the Alpha version. And then you have the Gladiator Executioner, 95 tons. It's a 464 with mask. I'm not a fan of mask, but some people may like it. Personally, I think the Gladiator should be a 353 instead, with even more firepower. That'd be a lot of firepower if that was the case. Then you have the Alpha version, and you got your elementals, your different sheets. So basically all you do is, if you got a printer, just photocopy these things, scan them, and then print them. Then you don't have to worry about using them, which is kind of nice. Then you have something to shoot at. You got the Locust, you got a different Locust sheets, you got a Commandos, Griffin. Let me tell you, you could take every single one of these mechs that's in this sheet here, one of each, and go against all those clan mechs, and it might be kind of iffy. And one of my favorite 55 tonners, the Wolverine. I like the one version, I guess the M has the large laser. Gets rid of the auto AC5. I'm not a fan of the AC5. Many tons for what little weight damage it does. And then you have the K version, Shadowhawk D. Boy, the Shadowhawk D. Man, it's not a fan of that one. And here we go. Catapult. I like catapults. Thunderbolts, one of my favorites for 65 tonners. That's a workhorse mech. Thunderbolt ESE. Not bad. Not a fan though of running around with a large pulse laser. I'd rather have a PPC. And then we have the 9M Awesome. Yeah. Why they put, it's like you had an energy boat and then you turn around and had explosive missile on board. And the Battlemaster. Alright, there you go. A little flip through there. Then, if you really are into it, you get some stand-up little standees. If you want to draw your mechs, so you can have two of each. Put them on their little stand things right there. And you're able, and then you have some terrain additional stuff that you can put on your maps. Sheets to add even more woods, water, etc. And with the standees, you can be running around in the game with more mechs. So a guy could have one on each side, a force of each side. There we go. And then you got your reference sheet. These are nice. I like these things. These are handy, especially when you got guys that are just new into the game. They can look at this and go, we've been doing our campaign and we got a couple newbies in the group, and we've been going through and having them doing a lot of the calculations and looking at stuff and trying to figure out how to force, and slowly getting them into the game with the basic rules. So I'll put it this way: if you want to get somebody and you're a veteran and you want somebody new into the game, start them in a 30-25 before you get all that fancy equipment. And that teaches these individuals a lot of the good basics of the game. Even though this is a great start also. I do like this box set. If you can get the box set of Armored Combat, if you can find one. I know Barnes & Noble has a few online, but you find yourself one of those, you can turn around and get a group going, and they'll have some mechs. Now, if you want to start clans, this is a great start too. You get 5, you get basically a star mechs plus a few supportive elementals, and get into the game. Get out there and play. I know a lot of the guys that follow me along on my channel, or a lot of veterans. There's some new guys in there too, and if you can find one of these, go out there and get started and enjoy. Hope you guys like this little flip through the box set, and there you go. We'll talk to y'all later. Hellcrex out.